Gloria, what's up, man? You vote for Trump?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Sure can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so yes, I am. I was born in 82 and I'm from California. So I am within the voting states, or the country, I guess. But basically, honestly, I'm not sure about either candidate. But as of now, my candidate would be Trump. Just for specifically, since I am a border state and I am in Kern County, so we have a very high population of immigrants. And I am first generation Mexican American. And it hurts me to say this, but we need better immigration laws because as of now, I don't even feel safe sending my kids to school and my kids walk to school.
So if we need better border legislation right now, then why did Trump call people in Congress to undermine the border bill, which would have made it safer and faster, right, for people to be checked through the asylum process, and it would
Well,
increase
I
the amount of border agents and immigration judges.
No, correct. I
Everything to
didn't hear
$5.
about that. But as from what I'm like up to standard with, I don't trust, like I said before at the very beginning, I don't trust either candidate. But I don't know, like this election has me extremely nervous. Me and my husband are both extremely nervous. It's just like, it's everywhere. Everyone is so divided. You're either on the right side or you're on the wrong side. If you're on the wrong side, you're wrong. And it's just so much hate. And so when it comes to specific topics, it's like as a person, you have to be very careful how you answer. And it's scary because you're either right or you're wrong, or you get hated comments or you get praise comments. And there's actually no winning. It's like we're a country, we're supposed to be united as one, not divided. So how can you actually choose who to vote for when you don't trust either of the leaders that are running?
So you could say that you don't trust either of them. Which one is less trustworthy? It's obviously Donald Trump. Donald Trump who lied about the 2020 election. Donald Trump who lied about sexual abuse. Donald Trump who consistently lied so many times insofar as that he had 30,000 confirmed and documented lies under his administration, which is unheard of. Right? So like he is a very dishonest character, right? And I don't think that like you should
Well,
trust him more
and
than
you
you
can
trust
be
Kamala.
correct. You can be correct. I'm not going to argue that because I'm not a disrespectful person. I'm 42 years old. I'm not here to argue or pick fights. But at this point, with so much fake news out there, what are you supposed to believe?
Yeah, that's why you look for like independent media, independent research, right? You look for evidence. The way that you determine what you should believe is based upon the evidence. If you don't have evidence for something or reason to believe something, well, then don't believe it, right? Be agnostic on it. Say you don't know until you have reason or evidence to believe something.
No, correct. And you're correct. But as of right now, like with the way my county is and the way with how our state is standing, and California is so crap beat to the ground right now. Like our governor is not helping the situation. And it's just like, I have never felt so unsafe in my own home.
Sure. So again, if you think that it's because of like the border, well, did you know that right now there are lesser daily crossings than there was at the end of Trump's administration?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't kept track with anything like that. But it's, I don't know. I'm completely divided. But I was born and raised in California because I am reading some of the comments as we speak. I was born and raised in California. I was born and raised in Kern County in agriculture. So, for you guys telling me that I'm not, no, California is crap.
I live in California. I live in Los Angeles.
I live in Bakersfield, so I'm a couple hours away from you.
Okay. So I mean, like, so are you saying Bakersfield isn't doing good right now, or are you saying all of California isn't doing good?
Well, at least my surrounding area.
So like your
I'm
surrounding
not
area?
sure about the rest of the state, but when I first moved in, and I know inflation has gotten out of control. I'm not blaming that on either party.
Connor, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying I live in Bakersfield like the guest. It's completely fine and safe here. She's paranoid.
No, and it's true. And it's like, I was born and raised here. Inflation has gotten out of hand. Can't necessarily blame that on anybody but the economy. It's just not doing good. It's just Who do you believe? Who do you go for that will make everything better? It's like I said, I don't trust anybody.
Okay, so then why are you voting Trump?
Because as of right now, for me, I feel like that's the best choice.
Why?
Just off the stuff that stuff that go off of with my husband, immigration laws, stuff like that. Just basically off what my husband tells me.
Dude, what are you?
What
yapping
did your husband tell you that's so convincing?
Well, I don't know. Like, I know she's, I hear a lot of people say great things about her, but as for me, I don't know if we're ready for our first female president.
Oh, okay. So that sounds like you're hearing some misogyny from your husband. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Why would we not be ready for a woman president?
I'm just like, I guess, afraid in how the rest, but like the policies and how the rest of the country,
Yeah, I
not
have
the
a
rest of the
question.
country, the
I
rest
have
of
a
the
question.
world is going to respond to it.
So if
A
someone,
bunch of countries around the world have had women who are leaders.
also,
Right?
I just want to.
UK, Germany, New Zealand, Ireland. Right? I can go through a whole bunch of different countries that have had women who are leaders.
Also, can I ask you a question real quick, Gloria?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Would you say that there's like a load of countries, people, and leaders around the world that are racist against black people?
You know what? A lot of our world is still racist.
So you'd agree with that. So would it be fair to say in like 2007 that no one should vote for Obama because he's black and the world's not ready for that yet?
No, you know what? And I don't think he did that bad. I think he did good.
So if it's not fair to say it
better.
about Obama because he's black, why is it
No,
fair to
I
say it
think,
about Kamala Harris because she's a woman?
Well, I'm not just saying that because she's just a woman.
No, you literally said that we are not ready for our first woman president.
Okay. From my beliefs, no. But I know we all have different beliefs, and like I
Gloria.
said, I'm not going to say
Gloria.
who's
Gloria.
wrong and who's
No,
right.
but we're saying, why do you
Gloria.
believe that?
Open your mind. Thank you for the boxing gloves, maybe. Let me convince you of something real quick. You said that we are not ready for our first woman president because there's other countries, people, and leaders around the world that are sexist against women, right?
I believe so. A lot of those, I believe so. I mean, I don't keep up with a lot of world politics, but
So, when I asked you if it would be fair to not vote for Obama in 2007 because he's black and there's plenty of countries, people, and presidents around the world, leaders around the world that are racist against black people, you said that wasn't fair. So do you see how we're taking your logic and taking it out of the scenario where it's about a woman and we're just placing it into the scenario of it's about a black person?
No,
And when it's in the
and who
scenario,
knows?
if it's a black person, it's not fair. But when it's in the scenario of a woman, it is fair. So why is it fair in one dynamic but not the other?
and I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not right. I'm not right when it comes to everything.
Gloria,
I will
why is
always
it
admit when I'm wrong.
Gloria? Why is
But,
it fair in
like,
one scenario but not the other?
I just don't, from my opinion, I'm not going to say everybody's because I'm not entitled to say everybody's opinion. I'm only entitled to my own. From my perspective, my opinion, I don't think we're ready.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Okay.
though.
Here. Let's think of it in this way. Would you not vote for a disabled vet because it is the case that there's ableism in the world?
Catherine, thank you for
That-
the $1 on Venmo. I
that
appreciate
there's
you for
what?
the love. And Ashton, thank you for the $10 on Venmo as well. W Ashton's in the chat.
Would you not vote for a disabled vet because there's ableism in the world?
No.
Oh, okay. So again, just because there's some sort of prejudice towards someone in one of their characteristics doesn't mean you shouldn't vote for them, right?
No, correct.
Okay, so then what's the reason why you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris? Just because other
I'm just
people are
not sure.
misogynistic?
I'm just not sure. Like I said from the beginning, as of right now, my vote is for Trump. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm willing to give him another try. 'Cause
I can make it
think-
even more simple. I can make it even more simple. We're gonna do 3 questions. I just want you to give me a quick yes or no answer. It's gonna be rapid
Okay.
fire. Would you not vet for a disabled vet? Would you not vote for a disabled vet because of ableism in the world?
No.
Would you not vote for a black person because there's racism in the world?
No.
Would you not vote for a woman because there's sexism in the world?
Yes.
So why were the first 2 answers no and the last answer was yes?
The only it's hard to answer because, like I said, it's just like it's a hit and miss with how always someone's going to say you're wrong, you're right, and then all the negative comments that are just coming up just because their opinion doesn't match mine.
What the
So
hell?
can someone really state? Can I really state what I want to say without getting all this stuff coming
Yeah,
up?
you say it. You say it, Gloria. Stacy, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. Let's get at least 200 W. Stacy's down below in the chat. I really appreciate you for that. Massive W's for Stacy. Thank you for your $20 donation. Let's hear it, Gloria. Do you just think that? Be
Yeah.
honest. Do you just think men are better at
Because a
leading?
lot of people, I mean, we don't want to think that there's a lot of feminism going on, but there is. It's just a lot of people, I don't think we're there. It's just
Parker,
not.
Can you define communism?
Oh, that's terrible.
Every time.
Every time.
Cassie, thank you for the $5.30 for Mexico just elected a woman president. Sarah, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Gabby, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Sophia, I appreciate the $5. Morgan, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. And Vineet, thank you so much for the $1.25. I'm 6'11", 5'11", 6 foot. Gloria,
Yes.
did you hear what I said before?
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm at work, so I'm trying to be as quiet as I can so I don't get in trouble.
Maybe you shouldn't be on the live then.
And then, yeah, possibly. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Well, Gloria, we appreciate you coming up.
Well, I still like watching you guys. I like to watch every point from every view, so.
You should question your view on this a lot because it really just it sounds like you're voting for Trump for really no reason and just because he's a man. Actually, one question before you leave: would you, if they were to swap characteristics and policies 100%, would you vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
I would actually have to look into the policies more into detail.
Dude, no, he's asking
But,
you
yeah.
if they literally swapped bodies, who would you vote for?
I think my vote would stay the same.
Dude. Dude.
I
Dude.
would vote for him.
Dude.
If there was a Freaky Friday moment and they swap bodies, right? You're telling me you'd still vote for Trump?
No,
Kamala Harris
okay,
as
no,
Donald
that came
Trump.
out wrong. That came out wrong.
Oh, man. Stacy, thank you once again for the $20 on Venmo. I really appreciate you for the love, Stacy. And Tyran, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. Let's show some love to Tyran in the chat. So base, thank you. Be honest, do you just think that men are better at leading than women?
Well, yes, I do.
There we go.
I do.
Thank you for being honest. Jesus. So let's hear it. Why are men better at leading than women?
Honestly, I just think it's more of the more confidence, the more, I don't know. I just think
confidence.
it's just
Okay. So
the persona.
so you're saying that men are better at leading than women because they're more confident than women?
They're just, I just think like naturally men are just more better at things than women are.
Like
better.
More better. Okay. So what specifically?
I guess I was just raised the old-fashioned way.
But so what are the very specific differences between men and women that make men better at leading? Craig, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. Let's hear it. Like, what are the biological differences between
shit.
men and women that make men better at leading?
I'm sorry, my Spotify caught on because I touched my earphones.
So what are the differences?
Lorena, thank you for the $5 for making
Honestly, I just think it's the confidence. They're just more aggressive. They're more passive aggressive.
Michelle, I appreciate the $5. Ashton, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so you said that men are just more naturally
left.
fit. Okay, well, that was crazy. That was just such a crazy thing. Literally, Freaky Friday swapping bodies and still voting for Trump is crazy.
And also, aggressiveness is something that good leaders are, I guess. That's a new one to me. Hello, Dallas. Are you? Wait, you've been up here this whole time.
I've been up here. I just kind of been letting you guys go in the background.
Kara, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Yeah. So tell us about this denuclearization agreement.
So if you go to rand.com, rather than looking up a million different sources, if you go up to rand.com,
Yeah.
it's the objective analysis, effective solutions. I don't know if you have that one pulled up or if you
Yeah,
want to find it.
I did. So as Econ Al, a really good friend of mine, told us all here, They actually continued nuclear and ICBM testing after the agreement was made.
Right, but the agreement wasn't to full stop, right? It was a slow. It was supposed to be a slow kind of progress in effort to denuclearize the country. So
That didn't
you
work.
go to the website, the webpage, right? It was a surprise in March 2018. Kim Jong Un offered to negotiate dismantlement of his nuclear weapons program. Period. Trump accepted this offer and then held the two summit meetings with Kim Jong Un, and the president had chosen to emphasize a peaceful personal relationship with Un rather than resolving North Korea's mid to long term nuclear weapons threat. This shocking light of the April 2018 declaration by Kim Jong Un and South Korean President Moon.
How about this? How about this? Yeah, that was honestly, um, good on Trump for that. I'll say it. I will. I will. Peaceful cooperations. Good on Trump for that. But that's definitely not what Trump stands for today. Donald Trump actually told Israel that they should start attacking Iran to start a war. And then Donald Trump even said himself that he wants to flatten, nuke, and destroy Iran. He also said that he would nuke Moscow if they invaded Ukraine under his presidency. He has called for more funding and more weapons to be sent to Israel to quote unquote win the war, and that we will not stop funding them until they do. If you stand for peaceful cooperations, then you should not stand for Trump, because we have no indicator from like the last 8 years that is something Trump will stand for if reelected.
So let me ask you this: what do you think would be the appropriate response for either Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, right? Whoever were to win the presidency, whether Trump would be on his way out right now or he's potentially on his way in with this 2024 election coming up. What do you think the appropriate response would be to to either make sure that the Ukraine. Let's start if Trump was still in office and he was on his way out. What do you think the appropriate response should have been to make sure that Putin did not invade Ukraine?
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like some intelligence professional that knows everything. I don't know. I think I know what the appropriate response is now, right? That just being continuing to support Ukraine in their effort against Russia to fight against Russian expansion. I just want to clarify once again, you are completely pivoted around my point here. My point was, if you stand for peaceful cooperations with other countries, Kamala Harris advocates for a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Palestine to stop the innocent people dying and losing their lives. Donald Trump advocates to send Israel more money to continue the effort to quote-unquote win the war. Kamala Harris has advised Israel not to invade and launch an attack against Iran, as that could increase global tensions, increasing the potentiality of a third world war. Donald Trump has called for Israel to attack and invade Iran, and said that he himself would flatten Iran if he had the power. Kamala Harris has advocated against Russian expansion and has brought NATO together alongside Joe Biden to reduce or to support Ukraine to fight against it. Donald Trump said that he does not want Ukraine to win the war, which means that necessarily would imply Russian expansion. With more Russian expansion comes greater imminent threats of a third world war. And then he said himself that he would nuke Moscow. Any nuclear threat to another country would obviously be indicative of higher levels of global tension. So if we want to keep levels of global tension lower, right? If we want to save more innocent lives, if we want to try to find peaceful resolutions to these issues, we should not vote for the fucking psychopath lunatic. And I mean that's the facts. Charles, thank you for the subscription. One can make the argument that having like a really scary psychopath lunatic in the Oval Office would like immediately resolve issues in the short term because people are just terrified of him, right? But that is not good for the long term, because it kind of negates our ability to create peaceful cooperations and constructive long-term agreements with other countries to resolve peace in the long term. And like maybe, what we're seeing now is Trump's short-term psychopath lunatic scare everyone approach is now failing, as he's now like advocating for an increase in global tensions.
Well, I don't think that he's advocating for an increase in global tensions. He's just supporting.
Okay, then you're delusional. No, then you're delusional if you think that he's not. He said that he wants to fight Iran. He wants Israel to further invade Palestine and Iran, and he said that he can nuke Moscow. How is that not leading to an increase in global tensions?
what Donald Trump is doing is he is supporting our allies. Israel, an ally of the United States, not Palestine. However, let's be honest.
Wait, you could support allies and still be doing something bad.
Wait,
and,
hold on.
Wait, 1 second.
Hold
First of all,
on,
he's not
wait.
supporting our allies. We have a contractual
Wait.
agreement we have a contractual agreement with Ukraine through the Budapest Memorandum.
Yeah. What allyship are you
I'm
referencing?
not
with
talking
Israel?
about Ukraine. I'm talking
Dallas.
about Israel. I'm talking about Israel and Palestine.
What allyship are you referencing? What do you mean by allyship?
I'm talking about Israel and Palestine.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is supporting our current allies with Israel and Palestine, not to mention, Israel and Palestine, right? Not to mention, and
What do you
this
mean
is,
by allies?
and to be quite honest, on both sides of the aisle, both Democrat and Republican, it's a stupid topic to even get involved in because it's never going to end. It's literally in the Bible that says that
Oh my
these two
God,
will
this
fight
guy's
to
so
the end
delusional.
of days.
This guy's so delusional. You take what the Bible says. It also said Jesus is coming back. I haven't seen that happen yet, right? There's no good evidence indicating that. Why do I accept that? Like, why would I accept that versus any other book that exists?
Looks like you took it down, by the way, Parker.
So do you genuinely think that Israel and Palestine conflict can be solved?